We didn't bring any pictures of rafts, but these were lumber rafts. It was cut lumber that were all
Going to market.
tied together, yeah. And they started way up north. And the Narrows was such a dangerous spot in that corner there that they'd make rapids pieces, which were maybe, 10 or 12 feet wide. And they hook 2 or 3 of them side by side as they went through the wider parts of the river. But then when they got to the Narrows, especially in any kind of stage of high water, they had to take them apart up at the head of the dells, which would be up around the Stand Rock area, I guess.
Mhm.
And then a whole crew would have to take this rapids piece through the Narrows and around Devil's Elbow. And then they would tie them up at the Dell House, and then the raftsmen would walk, or they called it gigging back, along the edge of the river, and then the whole crew would have to bring the next piece down. So they were kind of tired and thirsty when they got through with all that. And then sometimes, when there was a dam on the river, sometimes they'd take those rapids pieces through the dam that way. There was a low dam at the Dells at that time, and it had a slot in it for the rafts to go through. I should have brought some more rafting pictures.
Mm-hmm. That must have been an enormous job to take. I've seen pictures of these huge groups of logs to take them apart and put them back together.
Well, these weren't logs, these were sawed lumber. Just putting the lumber together was quite a job.
It'd still be a terrible job.
What did they ever bring log rafts down through?
No.
Have we known for all sawed lumber. So the mill must have been at Rhinelander.
Or even north of Wisconsin Rapids, I believe that was.
Really? Okay.
So, Dart, did you ever actually, or either of you actually see any of, did you actually ever see one of these cut lumber or logs being floated down the river?
Well, I guess I must have. I didn't pay much attention to them.
Don't you think that was all finished when they put the dam in? The raft?
The big dam or the small
The big-
dams?
The big.
When the big one was put in, I think that finished. Maybe it was finished before that.
Yeah, I think so, because railroads kind of took over transporting the